I will begin by paraphrasing something I heard not too long ago. When they took my countrymen away, I said nothing. When they took away people I worked with, I said nothing. When they took away my neighbors, I said nothing. When they took me away, it was too late because everyone who would have supported me or given a damn about me disappearing was already gone, and I was left alone. This is the future we're looking at. And for the longest time, I was thinking, should I say something? Should I put myself out there and start worrying about what's going on? Should I risk to lose what I have already? Then I realized something. If I don't say anything, then I'll lose everything anyway. So I'll say this much. We need to drop our pretense of just being shocked by everything, and we need to start acting. There should be safeguards in place. The safeguards have failed in government. They don't care anymore. They are being more blatantly corrupt. So we need to be able to put them in their place. Now, I discussed this with a friend of mine, and I was thinking, if we register ourselves for voting, like, I don't know, a week in advance, maybe 3 days, at least enough time to have all the paperwork. Make it a public affair. Make voting a public affair. Make everything a public affair. Because that's what they're doing. Make everything a big deal. Because that's what they're doing. When I say they, I mean, I suppose the people in charge are corrupt. The ones who are trying to diminish our freedoms and diminish our, our liberties. They're keeping kids in camps. Kids. Now, it would be one thing if they had other adults in camps, but they're keeping kids in camps. And they're keeping them because they're migrant children. What kind of a world is that? It's not a world I want to be a part of right now. And if there are politicians in high places that don't like this, but the only thing they can say is, we can't impeach yet. Well, then when? If you can't impeach, fine. Then censure them, fine them, throw them in jail, do something as opposed to just sitting on your hands and waiting till it gets worse. Because it's going to get worse. And one day, these corrupt will find a way to just make people disappear when they don't agree with them. And that's when it's too late. That's when it's done. Like, thanks a lot. So long and thanks for all the fish, basically. But why? Why does it need to get that far? It's already gotten this far. It's already bad. We need to do something. We need to, start making a big deal. We need to start putting ourselves out there. We need to start being as public as possible in our disgust. And most of all, this person who's in charge right now, he's making America as undesirable as possible. But he's not doing it. He's not doing it just on purpose. He's not doing it just because. He's doing that so that no one will want to deal with the U.S. in general after this. He's ruining their reputation so horribly that he wants no one to do business with the U.S. But he thinks that when he's done, he can do business with all these countries and no one will want to do business with the U.S. That's why he's doing it. which is a really stupid reason because he's at the crux of all those horrible policies. And people know that. They won't want to deal with him either. But here you have the charade of him trying to ruin the U.S.'s reputation. We already have a bad reputation, even before him. If you think about how things were handled during the 1940s and 50s, even during the World War, and even before then, how we dealt with just foreign relations, it wasn't good. This guy's making it worse. Or we can't let that be our dying gasp. So if you agree with me, great. Then I guess post this. But remember, fight for what you have. Tell them to fight for what we have. Our representatives, the people who are supposed to be representing us. Because waiting till 2020, that's just ridiculous. We have to start now. We have to start making ourselves public. We have to start registering. We have to start saying, we are going to do this. We are going to try to make ourselves as public as possible. We do not agree with freaking camps. We do not agree with making relations with brutal dictators. We do not agree with any of that. And I really don't get how you have some of the people who say that quote unquote liberals are the problem and liberals are the ones who just make the society worse. Darn beards and beatniks. I'll tell you what. Have you ever seen a suit give a damn about what happens to people in a camp? Have you ever seen the suits give a damn about the working class? They don't care. They stopped caring a long time ago. The only thing they care about is their profit line. That's it. And damn everything else. I'll tell you what, screw all that. Screw all that. Because your profit line, Mr. Senior VP Executive, blah, 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 is not going to mean a goddamn thing when you're taken away too. Because they're going to do that to you too. And I'll tell you one thing too. When they haul people away, they might just haul people away just for disagreeing with them. Just for that. No one is safe. No one. So stop being around the bush. Because things are going to get worse. You better be ready for that.